Welcome back. Hello everyone. In the previous session we studied about the different kind of languages, different structure of the program, and how do we write the program, C program, and what are the steps involved to writing a C program, and how we are creating a program. So that kind of things we have studied in the previous classes. From that previous class we have to see another topic in this class, or data types. Data types in the C language. Data types. What are the data types available in the C language, and what are their sizes mentioned in the C language? Let we have to know the data types. Yes. Data type. The name itself it indicated that the what kind of data has to be placed in a memory location. For that reason, we have to see the data type. Data in which the variable contain. See, before going to the see the data type of different data types which are available in the language, particularly language, primary data types are there. Primary data types. Primary data types are the data types. And the primary data types, in the primary data type, automatically the data is designed previously. The data already designed in the previously, the primary data types. With the help of primary data types, only we have to save the data. That is integer, character, float and double are the primary data types. Primary data types available in the C language are integer data type int representing keyword int, character data types representing char keyword, float data type representing keyword float, FLOAT, float data type. Double data type indicated that DOUBLE, double DOUBLE, double data. So these are all the primary data types. Primary. With the help of these data type only we are going to create other data types. That is the user defined data type. Creating user defined data types with the help of primary data types. So with the help of these primary data types only we are creating structures, we are creating unions, we are creating enumerated data types. So these data types are created by the user with the help of primary data types. And other secondary data types are also built-in data types. Those are arrays, pointers, etc. Arrays, pointers are the secondary data types, secondary story data. Okay. So these are all the data types which are available in the C language. C language contain how many types of data types? The data types are user defined data types, primary data types, secondary data types. Okay. So each and every data type has a size. Data type indicated that the data in which format is saving in the memory. In which format saving in the memory is called data type. So the type of the data in which the memory can hold. So okay. So this kind of the data type is stored in the memory. So these are all the data types and their sizes, indicating in this structure data types and their sizes. So the minimum size occupied in bytes, the data type is called a character data type. Char is a data type which stores only the 8 bits of data type. That is, it bytes 1 byte of data type. The range in between the memory location which stores -128 to 127. In between the main memory range, the data has to be stored in the memory. Okay. So the least memory which is available in the data types, or first one is the character. Unsigned character is also saving 8 bits, 1 byte, 0 to 255 in between the memory locations, the range. After that, character integer, 16-bit which store depending upon the sizes which are depending upon only the compiler. If you take 16-bit compiler, the range may be changed. If you use 32-bit compiler, the range also may be changed. Depending upon the compilers only, the sizes vary. Here we see the 16-bit compiler only. Okay, so 8 bits, 0 to 255. So integer is the 16 bits, 2 bytes. Integer is 2 bytes. So minus 2 power 15 to 2 power 15 minus 1. The range, the integer is unsigned integer is also 16 bit, 2 bytes. The range is like this. So short integer 8. Integer short integer only saving 8 bits. So 1 byte. Unsigned short integer is also saving 1 byte. The ranges 0 to 255. Short integer ranges of the character range, unsigned character range. Okay. So and also long integer. Short integer 8 bits. Long integer 4 bytes. Unsigned long integer 4 bytes. Float 4 bytes. Double 8 bytes. Long double 10 bytes. Long double 10 bytes. Long double 10 bytes, double 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, long unsigned integer 4 bytes. Okay. 2 powers only the information has to be stored. 3.4 e to the power of 38 to 3.4 e plus 38 minus 38 to e power range 3.e power 4 932 to 1.1 e plus 4 932. The range in which the data types are storing. The range in which the data types are storing. Basically, data types are the type in which the memory has to be stored. The data, the kind of data, the type of the data has to be stored in the database. Minimum size of the database is a character. After that character, integer, we are seeing integer. After that integer, we are seeing long double size. The maximum size of the data in which we are storing in the long double format, the data type has to be stored. So this is the chart of data type and the size of in bits and size of in bytes range. The range also given in the charts. Okay. So 3 kind of data types are there. Built-in data types, user-defined data types, and all the secondary data types. So the type which indicates how the memory is saved. Next one, type conversion, precedence and associativity. Type conversion, precision and associativity. So before going to see the type conversion, we have to see the variable. What is a variable? What is a variable and how the variable created? How the variable created, and what kind of variables has to be used to create in C language. We have to see. Okay. So see the kind of variables we have to see. So at the end of the session, I placed a slide, empty slide. Okay. Empty slide I have placed. Let's see, empty slide should be shown to you. Empty slide. Where is the empty slide? Empty slide is this. Okay, so before going to see the different kind of type conversion, we have to see, first of all, we have to see the variable. Variable. What is a variable? How we are using the variable? How to see the variable is? How we are representing the variable is? What is going on? It is not visible. End of the slide show which shows, but automatically which is not open. So this is the end of the slide. This that. So this has to be shown, right? Yes. Come to the variable. Variable. What is a variable? How the variables are shown in the particular. Variable. Variable. Variable, very, very important. In C language, variable is a named memory location. What is a variable? Variable is a named memory location in which the data has to be saved in the variable, in the memory location. Variable, named memory location, in which named memory location the data has to be stored in the memory location. For example, if you see, this is the memory location. This is the memory. This is the memory. Every memory has some values. Every memory has some value. Every memory location has some address. Every memory location has some address. For example, 200002, 200004, 20006, 20008. Likewise, every memory location has a name. Every memory location has a value. Every memory location has a address. For example, if you represent the 10 here, 10 is the value, 20 is the value, 20.4 is the value, K is the value, single quotations, KP is the double quotations, is a string. To represent the values reference, we are having a variable. Variable is a named memory location. This is a 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 memory location. This is also a memory location. This is also a memory location. This is all. Every memory location has some value. Every memory location has some addresses. Every memory location may have some variables. At the left side we are representing variables. Variable. What is a variable? Variable is a name. For example, A can hold 10. For example, B can hold 20.4. C can hold K. D can hold KP. Likewise, we are having the memory location. Likewise, we are having the memory location. See, here the variable has to be created in C language. The syntax for creating a variable. What is the syntax? Syntax for creating variable. Variable creation syntax. Syntax for example, data type space variable name semicolon. Data type variable name semicolon indicated that the creation of variables in C language. Creation of variables in C language. Example. I will give you example. Example of creation of data type. Data type, for example, integer. Integer is a data type. Integer is a data type. Int space variable name. For example, variable name is A. Int space variable name. The declaration syntax. Declaration syntax and examples. Declaration syntax and examples. Declaration syntax and examples. Declaration syntax and example of a variable. Declaration syntax and example of a variable. Declaration syntax and example of a variable. Data type space variable name. Int space A. Whenever declaring a variable, the compiler, whenever encountering the statement in the program, the compiler knows three things. Or compiler knows three things. First one is the how much memory for what is the name of the variable. Name of the variable. Compiler knows name of the variable. First one, whenever the statement is encountered by the compiler automatically knows three things. First one is the name of the variable. Knows what is the name of the variable? A. So what is the size of the variable? Size of the variable. Name of the variable. Size of the variable. Size of the variable. How much size for A occupies in the memory? 4 bytes. Integer is a 4 byte size. 4 byte size. 32 bits of memory has to be occupied for the A. How much memory is occupied? Size is occupied. Where occupied? Where the size occupies? Where the size occupies? Where the size occupies in main memory. In main memory, the data has to be occupied in main memory. For every variable, main memory. So indicated. The type of the variable, name of the variable. What after size of the name, the type indicated whenever the line shows to the compiler, the type of values has to be told. What type of value? The type of value A can hold only the integer values that do not occupy the decimal points, only which takes the integer or direct values, integer values like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Likewise, the data has to be stored in the memory. The data occupies and also which stores how much has to be stored in the particular data type which will stores. Okay. So this is the variable declaration syntax. Variable declaration syntax variable declaration. Example, whenever the statement encountered by the compiler, automatically compiler can know what is the name of the variable, how much size is occupied in the memory has to be known the compiler, and where the size occupies, and also what type of values it has to be stored. What type of values it has to be stored in the compiler. Okay. So this is the example of the variable. Example of the variable. We are storing the declaration example of the variable. Okay. So with this we are stopping the seeing of declaration of a variable. Next we will move to see in the next class what is initialization of a variable and also the type conversion. Thank you.